workout after my longsword tournament, which was Sunday, and I actually got a third place medal. And these are some gloves I'm trying to break in. I don't fight in these. These are like my finger gauntlets for like Ren fairs and things. But the thing is, they really need broken in. So this is just like cardio. We got our dummy over here. We're going to do our first set of like 100 strikes or so. I guess I'm on camera. Ow, ow, ow. I might not wear these. I'm not even swinging that hard, and when I squeeze, it really like hurts my first and second knuckle for some reason. Yeah. All right. Hey, what's up? You just tuned in. Welcome. I was saying I got to break these gloves in. Thanks for a like. I'm not going to do it because it hurts. I'm barely even swinging and it hurts my knuckles. I'll have to break them in doing something else. I got another pair of gauntlets right here. These are like my HEMA gauntlets. I wear these when we do I do lightsaber fighting. You know, that you're not allowed to have metal armor for that, so these are my plastic gloves from my lightsaber fighting outfit. And we'll use these. All right, so set number 1 coming up. So that's set number 1. Thanks for tuning in. Stick around for set number 1. So I got a medal over the weekend in sword and buckler. I actually didn't qualify in longsword, but I am working out in longsword because at least the only reason I lost longsword, well, I got out of the car. I woke up at 4 a.m., drove to this tournament, got out of the car, had a half hour to get weapon checks, done. You know, I felt wide awake. It's hard the first duel or two. I was a little sluggish. I felt really good after that. Hey, what's up? Welcome. We're about to do set number 2. Yeah, so I got a medal Sunday, sword and buckler. I didn't qualify in longsword though, but I do these workouts every like 4th day on average. That way I can always swing a sword, you know what I'm saying? I'm never going to lose because I can't swing a sword. I'll lose because of like technique or something. All right, set 2. We're doing like sets of 100. Nothing crazy. This is just like cardio for my arms. set number 2 is in the books. Doing like 20 of them. We'll see how it runs time-wise. We'll be streaming at least for an hour. Boy, so I didn't lose at all for endurance, so that was good. There's good people. It's a tournament, you know. Oh, what's up, FK Google? What's up, man? What's up, Koala Bear? I I'm trying to read the real Koala Bear. What up? Ooh. Thanks for the chats. Doing maybe like 20 sets. If you know math, 20 times 100 is about 2,000 strikes. Staying loose. What's up? Welcome. Staying loose. About 2,000 hits on the dummy today. Keeps me in shape. I keep hitting my sword off the tripod apparently. Whew. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stream every morning, at least something. What's up? You know, it's workouts every 4th day, and I'll probably do some kind of live. If I can stream something every hour in the morning when I get off work, I think it'd be a good thing. Maybe we'll talk. I'll go over some news or react to some funny internet stuff, but every morning when I get up, unless something crazy is going on, I can't do it. That's what we're looking at. All right, set number 3 coming up right now. And if you just tuned in, this is like cardio. Just had a sword fighting tournament. This is my first workout since I got back. Tournament was Sunday, and it is now, I don't even know, after work, a night shift. I guess it's Wednesday morning. I got some bruised up arms. I got a new dent. Oh man, that you can really see that. I kept getting smacked right here. What's up, Anon? Amos? Yeah, well, it sounds the same, maybe a little bit muffled, but you gotta watch because the armor, depending what kind you have, right? I got an armor set where the whole chest and back comes down below my hips. So you gotta watch out for that because it'll trap it in there. My dueling kit, the butt's wide open, so it just moves out. And actually probably sounds like normal. You know, there's some, yeah. In the winter, it's not so bad. It kind of warms you up a little bit, maybe. That was set 3. I got to keep remembering that. Set 4 coming up. Yeah. And when it's freezing out there, I like fighting in cold weather more than hot weather. And what's up, everyone? And that's new in chat. And what's up there, Carnes? Oh, yeah. Like... yeah, so I'll show you. Since we got a couple viewers, this is my complete armor set I wear when we're fighting in teams. So this here, right? The helmet's on it because I have a different helmet. But if you can see here, right? Like, this is the front, but it's the same in the back. And this actually comes down to like my mid-thigh. So everything gets trapped in here, and the heat kind of rises a little bit before it dies out. Now, my armor for my dueling, hey, thanks for the like there. My armor for dueling, though, is very unprotective. It doesn't cover that much. Yeah. What's up, Carnes? Yeah, thanks for the like. It's sport optimized armor, though. That set in there, technically, it's based off of an actual set of armor from Mongolia. The problem is, like that square that you saw, technically is actually like, and the hips are actually like bare metal. But you know the way it's all put together, like, well, I guess I have to untie everything, you know. But what's up, Bjorn? Greetings from Iceland, man. The heat is horrible. The best way I've found, you get those little ice cube packets. They come in a plastic sheet with a lot of little rows of ice cubes. You freeze them. Thanks for the likes there. You stuff them. You get your neck protection off, and you leave this open, and you can stuff that ice in here. Sometimes, because you're just sweating, doesn't matter if your armor's going to get any more wet. You'll have your squire or helper just pour ice water down your back. Thank you. Yeah, man, I just got another medal. I'm doing pretty good this season. I got a sword and buckler medal. It's third place, but it's at a national event, so I didn't qualify in longsword. Not because I can't swing a sword forever. I got to do set 4 here real quick. I'm coming right back to chat. 100 hits. This is just cardio. I'll get back to the conversation real quick. The dummy's moving away. Getting too far away. I don't even know if that was 100, but I'm... All right. Oh, and what's up, Brickster? So every, like, 4th day or so, I'll be doing these live streams on this channel. I figured I've been doing this stuff over 5 years now. It's the reason I stopped gaming uploading so much. Once I got into this stuff, yeah, I was like, boy. Well, I have Warframe videos and Dark Souls 2 videos scheduled all through September. Hey, what's up? You just tuned in too. Oh, wait, I missed something in chat there. Hold on. Oh, yeah. I got some rust on here from Shaymail. Yeah, cold water helps so much. Even if it's not cold, just to get a different temperature than what's in your armor. I mean, you're already sweating, so armor down the back. Those ice packs, though, are crazy. Like, they come in a rectangular sheet, you know? And if you can stuff them in. I've fought with them inside my armor, like up against, you know, between my t-shirt and my armor. It's crazy, like, how much heat builds up. There was a time I fought, this is years ago, it was like 92 degrees out in the sun. What's up? Just tuned in. 92 degrees in the sun, right? And we were fighting teams. It was, we were doing 5-on-5s, right? It was at this party. We were hired to fight at a barbecue, right? In Virginia. And we were just in a field. No boundaries. We had a tent. that not all of us could fit under. So if you weren't fighting, you could sit in a tent, right? Or it was like a canopy, under the canopy. I was dying, you know. I was laying on the ground, as much shade as I could get in, and the guy running the event was like, "We need another team of 5." Like, and he looked right at me. He's like, "Can you go?" And I was like, "Yeah." And as soon as I stood up, I was dead. What's up, Master Blaster? Yeah. I mean, I had good water intake. And the cool thing is at a barbecue, so we had like free food and stuff after. The question, I don't understand it. Master Blaster, apologies. Set number 5. Let me do set 5. So I do got to keep the intensity up. And this is just cardio. Like I said, I just do this so I make sure I never drop a sword. And I do this every like 4th day. Valor. Morgulus. So yeah, we just I just make sure I'm never gonna not be able to swing a sword. So every like 4th day, for at least for a while, I'll be streaming on here in the mornings at this time. I'm pondering the question. What was the question I was saying? Gotta be close. That's gotta be close to 100. Aha. You know what? I'm gonna screenshot that so I can look up the meeting later. I don't think it saves the chat, which is a shame. Whenever this posts later, it's not. Whew. So yeah, anyone who's tuned in, my first workout after my last duels tournament, I streamed the polearm fights. If anyone is interested, that was set 5. So yeah, I posted. My last live stream was the polearm fights. Crazy stuff. I think I streamed an MMA and armor match too. Whew. All right, we're trying to do 20 sets. We're streaming for an hour at least, so we're about a quarter of the way there. 5, 10, 15, 20. So we're ahead of schedule, which is good, I guess. I picked up a soda at work. So I just got off a 12-hour shift overnight, and I work out every morning. And the ones where I'm not running, I figured, why don't I just stream them? So that's how we got to this point. And the thing I like it, because when I chat, what's up, you just tuned in? Because if I chat between sets, it gets me more winded. Whew. I try not to wait too long, though. You know, I'm getting to chat in between sets, but the thing is, we fight, you get a 1 minute break, so it's like, you know, trying to keep it real, like tournament endurance. No, it became like that. I actually tried to clean it up. The thing is, especially around here, it gets so rusty for me breathing. Like my own body exhaling, I think helps it rust. I try and tune it up though before tournaments. It's something I haven't found a solution to keep it totally nice. So I have a backup helmet that I take with me. So if they yell at me because it's not clean enough, I just throw the other one on. The other one, the chainmail is like perfect. But the chainmail only goes around the aventail on the bottom. Because they will tell you, yeah, you can get it. What's up if you just tuned in? You can actually get a yellow card for rusty armor. And I got to redo some of the chainmail. I noticed there's a link or two that got busted out. You get hit in this stuff. I mean, you're getting hit like as hard. You can hit as hard as you want. You know what I mean? The weapons aren't sharp or blunt. But you get hit there. It busts rings. I can see it's hanging down here. One of these must have got broken off. I usually have 3 across each one. I've got stabbed in the eye before. It really sucked. I've actually got stabbed in the eye and the cheek. That's how I have my nice scar from a crossguard coming through and piercing my chainmail. It sucked. Okay, so actually to clarify, the crossguard didn't puncture the chainmail, but what happened was it busted off one of the rings here, or the ring was already missing. So this was sagging a little bit, and see how this kind of goes in? There's a grill under here. Like this doesn't touch my skin. This doesn't either. But if these rings come off, like that's what happened. They were busted. And someone's crossguard like poked me. So it was actually like the inside of my chainmail cut my face open. So that's why I like to have four rings, or 3 rings, but I only see 4 is what I meant to say. There's one missing here. And there's usually one that goes there. Whatever. Either way, I got to put some more, I got to add some more chainmail. Some more links, rings, whatever. Ooh. All right. That was set number 6. And what's up if you just tuned in to my gaming videos and live sword workout channel. And anyone that just tuned in, like I was saying, I'm trying to get to something where I stream every morning for an hour. Whatever it is, whether it's the workouts or the days I'm not swinging swords for a workout, like just go over, like, I don't know what's happening in the world, maybe in a funny way. What's up, everybody? Set number 6 coming up. Thanks for the new like. Thanks for a like. Appreciate it. This is what I do in my free time, and I'm on set 6 of my arm. It's arm cardio, and if you stick around there at the end or come back, check out the stream after post. I'll show you my forearms. They're crazy just from sword fighting. I don't lift weights at all. My forearms are just jacked from swinging swords for 5 years. And like I was saying, this is just like cardio, like nothing crazy. I do have a sword strike in the wall there. I gotta watch that stuff. I think that's 100. I'm going to do 10 more real quick. And the whole sport, right? The whole tournament is based on all right, so it's weapon strike. So I don't worry too much about getting hit. I try to block. I try to block when it's easy, and I'm gonna have an advantage by blocking. We're just doing exchanges. I'll just take hits as long as I'm hitting them back and trying to outscore them, like throw a couple more than they do, or you can actively block, like you can attack their sword with yours, like intercept it, you know what I mean? I generally start out in like a higher guard, like to protect my head, and it's hard to see everyone's eyes. I try and see what they're looking at. I was doing a couple things like shaking my leg for a distraction to get someone to look down when I look down at him in the head, stuff like that. Yeah, it's worth more points to hit them in the head or torso. So when I do these cardio things, it's basically me trying to remember to breathe, because not breathing will really get you to lose a duel. And I just kind of do the same kind of strikes over and over. They're the two main strikes. You don't really ever swing up in these armored duels. You can, and I have, but the thing is, you're entering, it's the points. So if you're entering and you're swinging up, you can probably get hit in the meantime, while they might be swinging at you, and you do swing up at them and you trade. The thing is, you also, if you're going to do it again, you also have to bring your sword around or something. So if you just kept swinging up, it'd be so slow compared to someone doing this. All right, that was set number 7. We got set number 8 coming up right now. And chat's up. Anyone new that just came by? We've been having a good chat today. One of the likes disappeared. All right, set number 8. That's got to be about 100. Number 8 down. Ooh, yeah. I don't know why the view counter keeps going 4-0, 4-0. So if you're new, welcome. If it's the same people hanging out, whatever, you two just acting odd. Woo! I get hot. I'm getting hot in this. It's 24 degrees out. Like, what the heck's up with this weather? Is it cold where you're at? It's going to be like middle of April soon. And we had snow yesterday. I have a whole TikTok like for this fighting stuff. I had posted a snow workout yesterday on there. It was crazy, snowing. 24 degrees this morning coming home from work. What's up? If you just tuned in. Just worked 12 hours overnight. This is my workout before bed. And this stuff stinks. So I will be getting a good shower afterwards. All right. Let me get a drink and we'll be doing set number 9. Oh, ooh, it fell over. Luckily there's a lid. So tomorrow, right? If I can figure out something for live streaming, I will. if I can do a screen broadcast. Hey, thanks you for the heart. If I can figure out it might just be just chatting. We got some stuff like the Billy Mitchell news. I'm waiting for some more news to come about that. Saber, I'll show you because it's sitting right here. So this is what I won the medal in. So I got, and I'm doing good this year. What's up if you just tuned in? I only have to qualify one more tournament with a medal to be possibly fight for the U.S. this year, for the USA. Woo! USA in armor. So this is the saber I use, right? All the stickers are from like different tournaments, right? So the funny thing is, it doesn't really match this armor, right? This armor. Oh, better. I like saber. I like the way it flows. Maybe this set. What's up there? What's up, real koala bear again? One guy, one jar. Yeah, one night, one vessel. So I like the way that sabers flow. For one, with it when it's curved, you know, if you're swinging, there's a lot of swings like this. It just feels like, to me, it rolls off them better. It rolls off people better. The other thing too, I'm not really hitting with this edge too much because obviously it's set back a little bit farther than an arming sword. There's a guard like this that I like to do, you know. I like to have it so I just feel like it's when it's curved, if someone hits it, if it's flat, it hits a little harder. If it's curved, the swords kind of brush off it a little bit. So I have a fight coming up. Here, stay tuned. I gotta get a set in because I'm running. I'm gonna miss the goal of my workout. This is set number 9, I think, and I'm gonna answer my next fight is in 2 weeks. I'll tell you all about it. It's actually at a party. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is all right. This is what I'm using in my next fight, koala. Yeah, Rob Bank. Although I'm screwed if they can do a retina scan. I'd have to wear some shades under here. Whew. This is, I keep hitting the tripod. This is how tall it is, like to me, right? It's like a 5-foot axe. And I live in Pittsburgh. They got this Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones party, right? I'll probably put some pictures of it on here after. Whew. So there's people that like both. And the Lord of the Rings people and the Game of Thrones people pick somebody. We fight there, right? Hey, thanks. I see someone left a new like. So I'm going to be fighting. We're fighting teams, like 3-on-3s. And this is what I'm using to destroy people. You just have to get them on the ground, whether you beat them into the ground or throw them on the ground. I have a shorter axe. That's a lot more used in this, but I'm breaking out the long axe. And I'm fighting a party, but it's not for anything like other than just we're entertainment for a crowd. And then they have the big final fight inside, and we basically fight in the middle of everyone who's attending the party. Thanks for likes and the laughs. Yeah. So the boundary, the ring is actually people. like last year, Josh, he's who owns the place. It's in a church that's like a venue, like for parties and sword fighting. And he's like, you guys, he's like, don't anyone kill any of my effing guests. And people just stand there, like you're basically fighting in a circle of people dressed up as Lord of the Rings or whatever. I've tried full plate. Something interesting, right? That armor I showed you earlier that I wear is like 115 pounds, which is crazy because the steel's so thick. I got it like 5 years ago because I wanted to be like extra protected, right? A more modern armor kit we use, where the plates, what they do is they kind of overlap, right? On a brig, just have rows of overlapping metal. A full plate that I wore actually was lighter, oddly, because it's just like the plates are one piece. And because of that, and when they're fluted, the one I had was kind of fluted, so it's a little stronger, so it's a little bit thinner metal. And with the whole full plate, I actually felt like it was lighter than wearing that armor with the steel plates that overlap. I think we were on set number 10. Let me get set number 10 in. What's up if you just tuned in? So yeah, my next fight, it's not for anything except for fun. But my next fight after that counts, or if I win a medal, I'm in the running for fighting for the Team USA, then that's, it's in May. So I have lots of these workouts to do till then. Where'd I leave that sword? All right. I believe this is set number 10. If you just tuned in, it's just like cardio. Nothing crazy. I'm hitting this dummy 100 times. And talking to Chad in between. Halfway there. All right, that was about 100 hits. Someone else? Oh, nope. I thought we had a new chatter. So yeah, oddly, full plate armor, a good set could be lighter than a brig. It's just from like me trying on one set of full plate armor though. This helmet's 11 pounds. I'm gonna die in this. My helmet that I use for team fighting weighs like 18. My backup helmet for duels weighs 15. But I got hit in the head with just a longsword in this, like on the top of the head. And, you know, they're curved, right? So a good thing about a helmet being curved is that sword blows kind of deflect. They must have hit me square in the top. And I felt the force, and I had my teeth clenched, and I felt the force come out like through my teeth. I thought I broke a tooth from getting hit in the top of the head with the sword. Because some people out there, they'll kill you with these things. You can swing as hard as you want. And we do. Set number 11. Come on, I need a whiteboard. Next stream, I'm going to have a whiteboard so I can keep track. I'm keeping track while I'm chatting. So I think we're on 11. Whew. All right. Set 11 coming up. And I'll tell you why my shoulder is so sore. I'll explain how I got my shoulder hurt over the weekend. All right, here we go. Next set, number 11, I believe. How's this vertical format? Is it okay this way? YouTube was encouraging me to stream vertically, not like landscape. So I'm trying it out. All right, this is going to be a slower set. when I fight, right, I generally fight. So the first guy I fought Sunday that I lost to, who does longsword, that's like all he does, right? Really good. And I was going to fight him at a Ren Fair last year, but didn't work out. So I fought him I ran into him, first opponent in this tournament. And he fights like leaning forward. Right? And I lean back. I think I'm one of the only people out here that leans back, left foot forward. Because I'll post a picture of it later for if you're interested. I find leaning back better because I can dodge more. And when I'm standing left foot forward, most of my weight's on my back foot, so I can move it back. Now, if I was going to lunge at somebody, I'm already leaning forward. If I'm fighting someone and I'm going to be engaging on purpose, then I'm already leaning forward. But if I'm staying there in an exchange, I usually sit back. And a lot of people are taller in this sport. I find it keeps me out of range of them a little bit better. And generally, I'm just swinging from here. Like the strikes I'm doing all count for points. They look at how hard you hit somebody, right? You can't just go like this. You have to have some kind of a pullback, right? So I usually have a pretty centered guard, and I'm swinging from here a lot too. So I'm not like this if you stand like this, you're going to get your forearms hit all day long for easy points. Thanks for tuning in. As you can see, I actually have a new dent in my armor there from this tournament. I have a bruise underneath there. If you stick around later, I'll show you when I take the armor off at the end. All right, set 12 coming up. Here we go. All right, I think that's 100. I'm going to do a quick set of 10. Ooh. All right, I believe I set 12. 15 minutes to go. If we run over, we run over a little bit. That's a nice thing. I like live streaming. Get to hang out with people and talk. It doesn't even have to be about this. Whew. Whew. I like this helmet because I can breathe freely. My backup helmet for dueling only has like an eye slit with a couple holes. It sucks. You breathe in your own CO2. Feels like you're going to die sometimes. And the button to pop the visor, there's a metal piece you push in so you can pop the visor. It's so hard that I don't even bother. And I just suffer in it. But it is a very protective helmet. I can take hits in another helmet. This one, like I said, I got hit in the top of the head. It almost busted my teeth out on Sunday. I wear a mouthpiece usually, but I don't for duels. I need to. All right. And what's up, student? I don't know. YouTube just keeps saying no viewers, 4 viewers, no viewers. Yeah, I don't know if it's just like if people are new. So if you're new, welcome. If you've been hanging out, chat's up. We've been chatting. Bunch of people chatting today. It's awesome. Doesn't have to be about this. It can be about whatever. Tomorrow will probably live stream too. It's just it probably will be a just chatting thing because This is the longsword workout of my week. All right, set number 13, I believe we're on. So set 13 coming up. And I'm going to miss a couple on purpose. Oh, I'm so tired. Woo! 6 sets to go. Taking this off for a minute. Oh, wow, my head's probably steaming. No sweat. I feel like I should be. This thing should be. I feel this thing should be soaked with sweat. I'm leaving that helmet off for the next set or two though, because I'm dying in it. It's not that important to be wearing it, but I like to for the stream. All right. Plus, it's like ear protection. The banging when I hit the helmet is loud. It rattles your ears. I used to have a metal neck protector on there. It was so loud. I bet the neighbors could hear it. But now that I took it off, I didn't want to damage the dummy, right? I've hit that thing like over 100,000 times. It's still in one piece. I was like thinking I need a metal protector on it. I don't. So it used to be so loud. The helmets are good because it dampens some of the sound. All right, so if you stick with me here, we got 6 sets to go. Starting now, because this is set 14. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. No, 7 sets. Set 14, we're going to 20. All right. And I like to just remember when I break is to swing down. So after any kind of engagement where it's a clinch, whatever I'm doing, I just make sure I remember to swing the sword on the exit. You usually get hit in return. All right. I was set 14, so 15, 16, 17, 18. Now there's like 6 sets to go. 10 minutes on the clock here. Hey, if you just tuned in, what's up? I'm putting the helmet back on after this set. I needed a break. I'm dying. I'm dying in the helmet. It's not even that hot in here. But there's no air circulating. I'm not drinking water. I'm drinking a Coke that I got at work. I just arm cardio. I had a fight over the weekend. I had, let's see, I had like 13 fights, I think. The nice thing, Solstice, what up? Hey, what's up? I won a 3rd place medal. Good. How are you doing, Solstice? Let's see if we can find it. Well, I can show you what it is right here. I got... Nope, not that one. Huh. So, sword and buckler. And I got another one. So now that I have a bunch of these, I'm gonna make a belt and I'm gonna put them on the belt. It's like the Romance of Alexander theme there. But good, Solstice. Good to see you. How are you doing? It's good to see you. My first workout after the fights. I'm doing it actually like a day early. I should do it tomorrow, but I figured I'm just gonna get it out of the way. Yeah, it was nice. So it was actually out of 10 people because they had a full. They usually do sets of brackets, pools of 8 and 8, so like a total of 16. But what happened was they had all the team fighting the day before, and so many people got hurt or were too tired that they dropped out of the duels. Yeah, and the thing is now, because everybody knows what they are. See, now that I have like multiple events with awards and I put them on, I only had, this is like a new thing this year where they hand out these belt plaques. There's, people have been keeping them like to show, but I'm going to wear them. And now that I have multiple events, like I have more medals than events that I could have fought in. So I'm going to make a belt. So that way people will be like, oh, maybe it's like an intimidation factor or something. But I got 3rd out of 10. I only lost once. Busy, yeah. Hope you've been busy, but doing well. I'm doing set 14 here real quick. And then anyone else that might be tuning in, we're putting the helmet on after the set. I was dying in my helmet. Trying to let the heat out. All right, this is set 14. That's so slow. I gotta move the dummy a little closer, or at least straighten it out. We're doing 20 sets. Gonna put some good work in. Oh, funny, yeah, I was just saying that. The dummy's getting away from us this morning. I only put like half the water in the base, which probably makes a difference too. I was filling up with a jug of vinegar, like a one gallon old jug of vinegar I had laying around. It holds a lot of gallons. I get these off because we're putting the helmet back on. So that was 14, 15. That might have been 15. Because I should have 5 sets left. So I'm just remember like I have 5 sets to go. I'm pretty certain that's what it is. Oh, yeah, in the very beginning, If you're talking about I don't know if you mean these or these. 5 to go. Yep. I believe. Yeah, I remember you were helping keeping track last time. So I got these finger gauntlets. These are gonna be for like, so when we fight at Ren fairs and stuff, I hate wearing my full plate gauntlets because I can't do anything. So I got these finger gauntlets, and they need broke in. And I started the broadcast wearing them, thinking, oh great. But when I hit something with them, these first knuckles hurt so bad for some reason. It's so tight right there. So yeah, we're not working out with them. I'll break them in doing something else. These are the gloves I use for HEMA and like Star Wars saber fights. Yeah, like I can actually probably do stuff with finger gauntlets like a regular hand. I fight like Star Wars events, like we have those out here. The last one, so I'm not seeing this girl anymore, but it was a good first date. It was like I think it was yeah, it was before December, right? So anyway, I was dating this girl. First date, right? I was so busy. We're both busy people. And I was like, if you want to meet up, I was like, if you like Star Wars, we're having this event. It's a lightsaber fight, right? It's like, I mean, they're competition sabers where you can stab and everything. They hurt. And I actually won second place out of 20 people. It was great. So yeah, it's like these are you can't have metal gloves for that. So I wear these for sabers. All right, 5 sets to go. Here we go. Anybody new tuning in or watching after the broadcast? This is just cardio, back and forth. Nice set of 100. Halfway. I don't know if that was 100 or not. But that's going to be the end of the set. Whoo! Hey, everyone is tuned in. Wow. Oh, I didn't put the helmet on. I'm an idiot. We'll put it on now. I said I was putting it on, and I didn't. It's because my body's saying no. It's too hot. I'm actually I took it off because I was dying in this thing for the first 12 sets or whatever we did. Oh, yeah, you can do 4 sets to go. Yeah, there are. There's the last. So a lot of events are teams, right? Like 3-on-3, 5-on-5. Depends how big the event is. You know how many people are there. 3-on-3 is really common. 5-on-5 is really common. They do. It's usually 3 versus 3, 5 versus 5, 12 versus 12. They have 10s, but the most common are 3s and 5s, and it's last team standing. If you're the last one standing, your team wins. And it's either wrestling them to the ground, beating them into the ground. Whatever you do, just get them on the ground. Sometimes you can just give somebody a hug and take them down with you, which I like to do if somebody's really good. Sometimes I go for like their best team member. I just take them out with me, like run at them and you just grab them. You can wrap your axe around somebody and just drop with them. Sometimes they don't go down with you because that sucks when that happens. Where'd I put this sword? There it is. And they do. Sometimes it'll be at the very end. Yeah. They're trying to get a 150 versus 150. They did that overseas. There's a lot more people that do this overseas. And a lot of times they'll have, like, at the end, like, anyone who still wants to fight, get in. It's everybody for themselves. My favorite thing to do on all versus alls is, because sometimes it's so crowded, people stand in the middle, but usually everybody steps out, is like, and lines the ring. The official word is, it's called a list, like L-I-S-T. That's what the ring's called. But everybody kind of lines up around the outside. And my favorite thing to do, as soon as I say fight, it starts, and I just sit there. And as soon as they yell, as soon as they say fight, I hit whoever's on my left side right in the face. It's so fun to catch someone off guard like that. As soon as they say fight, I'm always the first one to hit somebody. And I just sit there waiting to spring into action. They never go down, but it's just fun to do. All right, 4 to go. I feel like something's sticking up in the back here. Halfway. I find it more tiring to hit on the same side than back and forth. Oh yeah, 3 to go. Thank you. Thank you, Solstice. Actually, it's kind of funny. The people that all won like first place at these duels, except for Polearm, are all on the same team. They had 5-on-5 fights there on Saturday. I just went down for the dueling on Sunday. I'm doing a team event in a couple weeks, though. Let's see. Like 20 days, whatever. You know, it would be like 18 days. The next fight I'm in, it's a team event. 3-on-3s. What's up, whoever just tuned in? So I'm wearing my other armor for the 3-on-3 stuff, my steel armor. I got to get a couple workouts in it because I haven't worn steel for a while. It's so heavy. And I'm using this axe for. I'm using my axe for the team stuff. Unless you can switch weapons. What's up again, Anonymous? Favorite sword? It's this. Now, keep in mind this is a dumbed down great sword because to fight in these events, like it has to be it can't be too heavy, right? So I had him actually put D-rings on it, but it's dumbed down because you don't want to be poking somebody's eye out with this, right? See how the crossguard sticks out right here? You don't want to be accidentally like poke someone in the eye, right? Thank you. It is so hard to get these duels in though because people usually don't have great swords, so it's totally not sharp. I got this made in Canada. I don't have that many swords. It's either the longsword you see me swinging with here, my saber. I have a new longsword getting made because I need a backup because this one's going to break one day. And if it breaks, I'm screwed. That's what I like about chatting because I get like this exercise-induced asthma. So that's why I like live workouts because I'm standing around more than usual, but I'm actually like getting out of breath. So like I had them put these D-rings on. This is like exactly as heavy as it can get. And of course they have to dumb it down in this, the hook. I forget the name of it, but it's not sharp. It's hard to find great sword duels. I've only had a couple in my life. The best one I ever had, if you look up the History Channel, if you look up History Channel, oh yeah, that axe is going to be great. If you look up the History Channel Night Fight, they might have clips online. They might not, but it was like it was people that I fight with that did it. It's basically a show every week. They had new fighters. At the end, it was like eight episodes. At the end, they all had this big for whoever would win, you know, the whole show. Every winner from each episode went on to the end. So, long story short, but they had these great swords in there, and they weighed 11 pounds. And at New Jersey Ren Fair, like 4 years ago, I actually fought with one like a whole bunch of times. It was nuts. Like, it was so heavy, like with armor and my steel armor, like to hit people, I couldn't just go like this, because if you miss, you have to pick up 11 pounds, right? Plus, it was so heavy, unless you swing from right here, which doesn't even get you time to swing it, right? So it was like as tall as me, like a Zweihander, right? And I would purposely miss the first one just to get the momentum to come around to hit somebody a second time. I was purposely like missing every first shot to get the momentum. And when I got hit with one, I felt like I was gonna die. The blunt trauma to my ribs through my best protected armor, it felt like somebody kicked me. It was nuts. Getting hit with, I think it was a 13-pound sword. 11 or 13. I actually think it's 13. All right, set number 3 to go. Yeah, kind of an obvious feint after you do it a couple times. But I have a chandelier here I don't want to hit. I have a video of it on my fighting channel. I'll see if but it wasn't very good footage because I had a tripod set up and I wasn't really on the camera. But it's almost like I'm swinging like this the first time just to miss them. Oh no! I did it again. At least the live stream didn't end. There's that chandelier. But yeah, I would purposely miss, like, let me do it without the sword. Almost like I'm feinting at the head, like this, but I'd come down like that, and like you turn your hand, so you get all that swing momentum behind it to come around and smash somebody like that. Plus, when you have all that armor on, yeah, it is crazy, and they're the actual swords from that show. I don't know. I mean, if you're interested, look up History Channel Night Fight. You might find some footage. I was mad because my armor still wasn't done. I would have been on the show. It was so easy to get on the show. I applied. I still had my armor, parts of it were being made. I should have just borrowed some. I was an idiot. I would have been on the History Channel. All right, 3 sets to go. Night Fight, and is a History Channel. I think if you type History Channel Night Fight or something, it comes up. But it's also like really copyrighted, and they don't have a whole lot of that footage from it for some reason. It's just a dude talking about weapons half the time. To find the action, it's a little hard. Miss. Miss. Block. 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 Whoops. I missed on accident that time. Woo! Those pummel strikes get my triceps burning. Yeah. The best episode of Night Fight though, they used flails. It was nuts. Like a flail, like a long shaft with a couple pieces of chain with a shorter shaft on it. That's weighted. Like that's illegal in the sport, but they actually fought with them. It was pretty cool. 2 to go. Solstice, I appreciate it. Haha. I was actually looking earlier. Hey, and someone tuned in, but I guess they left. I was gonna try and press in chat like set 6, set 7, and I was like, whatever. Whew. So 2 sets to go. Next fight coming up is just for fun, and it's all team stuff. I might duel a little bit. The thing with my melee armor, the stuff I use for teams, it's so heavy I can't duel in it. What's up? What's up, Z? What's going on? My chainmail so rusty it rubs off on my face inside my helmet. It rained at this event, you know. I try and keep my chainmail clean. This armor clean. The chain, I can't deal with it. I don't know why. The next fight we got team fight. I'll post some footage or something from it on here. Oh, I should live stream some of it. Like inside, it's a crazy event. Everyone dresses up like it's a Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones themed thing. And then the final fight is a duel. It's probably not going to be me. But they fight in the crowd. And the crowd is the boundary, the ring. Oh. Jim bro. I'm just trying to look. It says you could get a dummy that could rotate its arm like Kung Fu Panda. You could think, oh, that would. Yeah. I actually experimented with it. I have in the backyard. I got a moving target that my daughter has a pulley. It had a pulley. I screwed it into the top, into this branch, right? And the thing that sucks is the target was just too heavy, and after a while, so my daughter, right? I make her. She likes to do this, so it's not like I make her, but for spear practice, like because I fight with spear and SCA, like she pulls it up and down, right? And it's just target, and she likes to really try and make me miss. So it's great, like target practice. But one time, you know, she was pulling and the stupid pulley broke. So I have it just looped over a branch where it lies. I have to get a heavier target though, because it also, when I hit it with the spear, it would go flying, and it's just swinging back and forth. And she's pulling it up and down, and now it's not just I'm hitting something up or down, like it's like moving this way, that way, like crazy. But yeah, if I could figure something out, some people do make dummies like that. But the thing is that it really comes in handy when those moving dummies are great for the sword sports where you can stab. Since we can't stab, I don't get the full benefit out of it. Oh yeah, I'm 46 years old. So yeah, I'm 46 years old. Half the people I fight are in their 20s and 30s. But yeah, my daughter, so I mean she's a teenager, so she helps me out. She helps me practice sometimes. Not full force, but like with the like foam. They're kind of rigid foam swords and things. 2 sets to go. Let me get this set in here real quick, because I see we got a new viewer. This is my arm cardio. It could be a new viewer, maybe not. Thanks for the likes, everybody, by the way. As we're down to 2 sets. Then I don't just end it. I got to take the armor off and finish the chat. All right, here we go. Miss. Come on. That probably wasn't 100, but my arms are burning. 1 to go. 1 to go, my friend. Yeah, I dye my beard a lot too. Right now it's coming in all kind of crazy colors. But yeah, oops. Oh, I almost messed up the live stream again. I keep hitting the tripod because I angled it in a crappy way. So the leg is sticking out towards me. I wasn't thinking. Whew. Yeah, I got some grays. I dye it though sometimes. There's the big huge tournament in the U.S. I was up my beard growth for about 3 months and I just dye it like pure black before it, and then I usually shave like a mustache for a week or two. Yeah, 1 set to go. I was saying, I'm trying to just live stream in the mornings for like an hour. Oh man, oh, we're an hour and 20 minutes. But I'm gonna try and do something, whether it's this every 4th or 5th day, or Sword and Shield, but maybe other stuff like gaming topics or something. You know what I mean? Like a screen share, whatever you call it, a screen capture broadcast or something. I mean, I have a newer computer. I ought to be able to figure it out with OBS. Maybe see what the gaming news is, or what other kind of news. I don't know. I ordered Billy Mitchell hot sauce, so I'm gonna have a Billy Mitchell hot sauce taste test. After, if you know about the Carl Jobst and Billy Mitchell lawsuit, that was kind of funny how that turned out. So, yeah, I bought 2 bottles of Billy Mitchell hot sauce. I'm going to test them out. Probably not live. I'll probably record it. Fight spinners. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. They got it. I'm sure I can find something like exactly what you're talking about. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, before I did that set. So, I know people do things where they have dummies that move a lot. Where I was saying, I think that people that do the sword fighting, like the more like longsword fencing, we're allowed to stab, because we're not allowed to stab. Like, I mean, I got poked in the eye with a cross guard. Like, obviously a tip of the sword can go through there too. We don't have like perf plates with, you know, what they call them, like our helmets, the eye slots are way too big to be stabbing people. But it would be nice to have something that could move. You're right. I think you get the most benefit though for the people that can stab, because if you're fighting like with a saber that you can actually stab somebody too, I mean, you have a lot more options to try and, if the shield moves, where you can like, where, you know, like you're about to go for a thrust, but the shield comes up, so you can come around and poke them that way or something. This sword sport where you're just kind of beating people. I don't know, but yeah, it's worth looking into. It's a good suggestion. I'll look into it. I used to do the stabbing sport, but I got into armor. It's not like just bonk. I mean, there's some skill to it. Like the saber stuff that I won 3rd place in every weekend. I mean, that's you can't be an idiot out there. I had a really nice jump shot on somebody. For third place, it sucked. There's this guy who's really technical. He wears this like super cool newer like 16th century armor, right? It's like green. It's got like actual, like it has like that wasp waist design, you know, and it's got an armette. And I did this jump shot on him where I had like I have a shield over here, right? But I had like jumped up in the air like this, and when I landed, I just came around. I smacked him in the leg for first point. I'll post a clip of it whenever somebody recorded it when it comes out. Might be a couple weeks, but yeah. We have armored cage fights here in Pittsburgh once a year. There's that really popular one on there, the AMMA. To get in it, you do need to submit a video. They look for a couple things. All right, got one set to go, but here, let's talk about this for a second. So, because this is a good topic, because I know like about this, right? So if you look up like the AMMA, I fought with the dude that invented, not like that started that like years ago, right? The guy that started the really popular AMMA, like medieval armored MMA, whatever, but is really good. Had some health issues where he had to quit fighting, right? So he got this whole thing started. I used to fight with that dude in his backyard in Nashville, Tennessee, right? And it started out in his backyard. He finally moved to get a club, like a team, and they had a gym. They were having a gym, and they'd have some fights there. And then he just took this chance, and he rented out this huge space. They have events, like I think it's once a month down there. And now it's going on tour. So like the AMA, the really good top level fights in the cages are going like all around the US. And he's like got really successful, you know, actually put this stuff out into the mainstream kind of. I mean, there's nothing like an actual legit ring with sponsors, you know, and I haven't fought there. So to get in it, you have to submit a highlight reel, right? To show a couple things. They want to see that that you're good, because you're not going to be a crappy entertainment value. You don't have to be really good, but you have to show that you can fight like 3 rounds, like 2 minutes, and not just be standing there like you're tired. So you submit a good showing. They look to make sure you got the endurance to do it. They also look for restraint. So you know, you fight on the ground and stuff. And they look for things where you're not really going to kill somebody, if you know what I mean. So if you knock somebody out in that sport, it's really hard for a referee to tell. Sometimes it's hard for you to tell if you knock somebody out, if they're on the ground, because you just got a helmet on. You can't see anything, right? They look to make sure that you're not dangerous, right? And then they do look to make sure that, you know, they make sure that you're going to be a good entertaining fighter. You put a highlight clip together, you send it to them. They want to see a full, like, 2-minute round session that you do, a fight. The last dude I fought actually recorded our fight. I don't know if it was good enough, because I actually, like, I beat the shit out of him for the first round. He won, though, in the end. But, you know, he's the guy that actually knocked me out. And if you've been around here, you probably heard the story. I got knocked out in the cage, but I fell into the cage. I didn't actually hit the ground, and he kept beating on me while I was standing up, knocked out. And then at the end of the round, I still won it because I threw him on the ground, and I outscored him in weapon strikes. And then the second round, he beat me. I was kind of foggy, and then the third round, I forfeited because I couldn't do it. I had like a concussion. I haven't fought in a cage since. But long story short, yeah, I do the cage fighting. I have like, I don't know, like a dozen cage fights under my belt. Ranked. I've only done one ranked. I'm 0-1 ranked. But as far as like overall, I have more wins than losses by probably like 2 or 3. I used, there it is. I used both of these things right here. So it's judged like, it's not scored exactly like, all right, so they look at weapon strikes. is like the main thing. They look at who controls the fight. You know, like they score it like an MMA fight, except you're supposed to count weapon skills. What swordsmanship is supposed to be the best thing. Yeah. I use this buckler because if I'm wrestling around, it's a lot easier for me to get this like under someone's arm, but it's also a lot easier for me to get it out. You see a lot of people in the MMA stuff using these bigger like oval shields, and I absolutely hate them for grappling because I don't know how many times I get my shield stuck behind somebody. At least with this buckler, I get a little bit more. I can escape if I'm grappling. You know what I mean? This has like a wooden edge. I don't have my other one here, but I have a metal buckler too. I sort of switch up between the two. I like this one because I'm just used to it, but I have a heavier metal one that I use sometimes just for the heck of it, because if it's somebody I'm fighting that's a lot more tougher, I really want to leave an impact, so I use the metal one. The reason I use this though, see, listen to this. Listen to this. It actually sounds about the same. That's because this thing's a little loose. Hang on. All right, let's see if this is a better example. All right, here, listen to this. All right, now listen to this. Ah, see? Metal sound, not metal sound. So people use these metal bucklers, and when judges are scoring, if somebody swings and you're like this, here, it's really obvious I didn't get hit in the head. If I have a metal shield, just pretend to sit in a shield if you hear this. Like two swords, like that's what a metal shield sounds like. So it's easier to help judges not score against you, because if you block something, it's different if they hit this. As you can see, I got some pretty decent dents in there. This is from fighting in those cages. But if you block something in the metal, all right, you're gonna hear it. But if you're blocking on edge, it deadens the sound. So that's why I preferred the wood. All right, I gotta get this last set in, and we're gonna continue the conversation while I take the armor off. Yeah. There's not a lot of people use wooden bucklers, and I tell people all the time. I think I even have a video about it on my fighting channel. Like, use wood, because a judge hears this. You know, it happens so fast. If you're swinging, if they hear this, they're gonna think you got hit, or you know, all this makes metal sounds. All right, last set, and then I'm coming back to chat. Woo, we made it. Under an hour and a half. Last one, all in. Yep. Maybe we'll do a little bit more than 100. All right, we can see the dummy. Camera's not going to fall over. All right. Here we go. Last arm cardio longsword set. Couple headbutts there. That's got to be 50. I mean 100. I will never drop a sword again in a competition. I made a steady. You might have heard me say it before. I lost a gold medal because I dropped my sword. I was so worn out. It was in Sword and Shield. And I was swinging. There's a picture of it where I'm going like this, and the sword just pops out of my hand. The sword is in the air. I lost because of that. So I figured I will never lose again from being tired. Thanks. Oh, man. Solstice, I do appreciate it. I'm keeping track of the sets. So yeah, here's what a good there. And I was telling somebody earlier, if you come back later, that's not like my arms just get so pumped. I don't lift weights, and that's just I tell anybody, even if you just sword fight for the heck of it for fun, if you just tuned in, that's the last set. But yeah, I mean, it keeps me in shape. I know that. What was we talking about? Mace. Yeah. The reason I don't like maces for those fights, though, is I have a mace. I'm not super comfortable with it because it's like an axe. Do I have an axe laying around here? I can unplug this. I have to have an axe laying around here. I don't know. Well, anyway, so picture, even here's a good example. A sledgehammer. This is my hammer for doing chainmail and stuff, right? All right. So this is why I don't really like maces as much, because with a sword, like if you saw it all when I was missing the dummy on purpose, right? I was doing it so that I just like try and just muscle memory. Okay, I missed. Get my sword up. If I miss with the saber, well, if I miss with the saber, I can usually manipulate it to do something else, right? So if I miss, say swing this way, and I just my hand keeps going. Now if I have mace, exclusive moving footage. Let's just pretend this is a mace. This is a little bit. How much does this weigh? I don't even know. It should say on there. Maybe it doesn't. But anyway, all right. So picture this. If you miss with this, to bring it back, it's so much harder. So if I'm fighting in a fight, the MMA stuff especially, people love to punch you with those shields. If you're fighting someone with a shield and a sword or shield and a mace, if I miss, I have so much recovery time that I will get wrecked, and probably before I can recover. The only points you can score is with the head. So I can't just go like this, and I mean maybe you could come around the other way. But if you really whiff with a mace, like there's so much weight compared to something like a sword like this, where if I miss, I'm trying not to hit the chandelier or something. So if I miss, I'm almost instantly like spinning around. Or if I miss, I can just bring it right back up. Compared to this. So many people use maces, though. Good thing about the mace, if you wrap it behind somebody's head, we're allowed to grab the handle. If I'm grappling with someone, I can't just put this sword around them and grab the blade, like it's an illegal move. But with the mace, if you choke up on it and you get behind somebody's helmet and you grab it here, like you lock their head in here. You know what I mean? So somebody that I used to fight with years ago, that was his trademark thing. He only tried to get his base. He only tried to get people's heads locked in so he could like knee. Someone's at the door. Hey, we're live. All right. All right, let's see what they're selling. Everybody. Hi. Hey.
Just briefly, we're inviting everyone to a very special event. It's a memory of Jesus' death.
Oh, okay.
This time
before
of year.
Easter?
Yeah. Well, we like to have the the memorial, it's called. We like to have that on the exact day he died, which this year is Saturday.
Oh,
April
okay.
12th.
Oh, I'm going to be out of town.
Oh.
My daughter and I are going to a horse show.
Oh, where?
In Ohio, in Columbus.
Oh, the Congress?
It's Equina Fair.
Oh.
Big, huge event.
Nice. Yeah. We have a couple horses.
No. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Well, you can read about
Yeah, I will.
it, you know.
I appreciate it. I'll check it out maybe
Yeah.
some in the future.
Okay. And
All right.
what's your name?
John.
John. Okay.
All right.
Maybe we'll stop back and
All right.
talk.
Sorry, I'm live streaming a workout.
Okay. Sorry.
It's all right.
Don't want to interrupt your work.
No, you're good. All right. Well, yeah, I'm actually going to be out of town though during this event. And you know what? I'm like a really friendly dude. I talked with the Mormons that came by for hours on my porch, and they'd always try and get me to go to their church. I'd always like, I don't really feel like it. But I'll talk about the Bible with people on the porch in the summer, like do a sword workout, sit on the porch. But yeah, that was the thing. I think I explained it. My friend that was his move, and I knew he would do it. So when we'd fight, I always know he's trying to grab me around my head, so I'd kick him in the chest or something. Yeah, maces, if you hit someone in the head with a mace. Now, I got to get off here in a minute because I do have to get to bed. But yeah, the maces are great for ringing someone's noggin through a helmet. There's so much blunt force trauma that it does say this is a 4 pound. This is this is a little bit heavier than a mace that we use. You can use a two-handed mace, but they have a weight limit on it because you could literally probably kill somebody. But if you have a mace and you hit someone like perfectly, like right here in a helmet, like it rings people's bells. Like it's a great thing. But yeah, like maybe not super high risk, because you don't miss that often. But I just feel a little uncomfortable using the mace because of the strength I need to pull it back. If I'm swinging a mace, I feel like I'm leaving my head open. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though. Lots of people use maces. A lot of people also do this, where they just fight with the mace like this, and they're just punching. You don't even have to hold the mace down here in this sport, at least. You can choke up on it like this. Some people even hold it like this. That way that when they're fighting, then it's easier to grab around somebody. But yeah, hey, that was cool. We had someone come to the door. All right, so yeah. Hey, and she was really nice too. Like not pushy, The ones that get me are the ones about switching my utilities. Like I've done it already. I don't know why they don't have me cross off their list. And I was like, get a utility. I'm like, seriously, I already did it. Like, well, we can look at your bill. I'm like, I don't want you looking at my utility bill. Like, I promise. I've signed up with a company that somebody came by. I bought steaks. Somebody a couple months ago was going down the road. They come by, like, hey, we couldn't sell all our steaks. We got there's a box of 36 steaks or something. I don't even eat meat like that much. And then I bought it for something like a third of the price. I was like, sure, whatever. I ate one or two a week. Well, I'm going to go in about 1 minute. Just if anyone's still typing, that way you got a little 1 minute warning. Because I got to get washed up and I got to get back to work tonight. It's got to be after 9. It's probably after 10. That'll give me enough time to sleep in. I only live a mile from work. I bought books when my daughter was little. They came by selling these alphabet books. I was like, yeah, sure. All right, Solstice. I do appreciate it. Weather report. If you are still there, I hope you got my take on the mace thing. An anonymous Z. That's cool. We had a lot of chat today. I wish it saved the chat. This will upload and this all just disappears. But yeah, I gotta go. So tomorrow, most likely I'll be on, and I'll be on if I can figure out how to do a screen thing. We'll just look over. I'd like to cover the Billy Mitchell news and maybe see if there's any other gaming news to talk about for a little bit. All right, yes. Well, I appreciate it. I'm gonna go, Solstice. Thanks for keeping track of the rounds. Everyone else who tuned in. If you're catching us in the upload, I hope everybody made it this far and enjoyed it. almost an hour and 45 minutes. I was only streaming for an hour originally. But yeah, we'll catch it. And the next workout is probably Monday, because I'm gonna be out of town, like I told that woman for that day on Saturday. But we'll live stream something before then, around the same time. So I appreciate it, buddy. Peace out. Peace, my guy. Catch you later, my friend.